Hello everyone, welcome to Ghost Layers Report here in Yokohama this evening. So, something a little interesting happened, which has happened many times before, but kind of, this time it really a bit ridiculous. In South Korea, a man has been arrested and faces possible jail time for retweeting something about North Korea. Now, the gentleman says the intent was sarcasm. He's taking a ribbing at kind of both sides. I actually saw the tweets. They weren't really that bad. But he was arrested. He's in jail for basically expressing himself, and ergo a bit of sarcastic, crass manner, but it was nothing more than freedom of expression. Now, the reason the gentleman finds himself arrested for this is due to a law in South Korea that was enacted in 1948 when they were founded, when they were still a military dictatorship. And they haven't been a military dictatorship for several decades. But the law basically makes it illegal to do anything which supports an enemy of the state. This originally was created due to fears of communist infiltration of the new South Korean government to protect it against spies, things like this. That was a long time ago. Now they have, I guess you'd call it democracy. And they also enjoy a much more free and open society. I've actually been to South Korea. Pretty free, open society there. Didn't seem to be a lot of too much social pressure. But yeah, this is basically like, you know, what South Korea? I mean, South Korea is always pointing the finger at the North for violation of freedom of speech and human rights and these type of things. And South Korea turns right around and does the exact same thing. You know, where they accuse the North of arresting people for expressing themselves and putting them in torture camps, which I haven't seen a lot of hard evidence on that. But they say that, okay, so if you say you're against that, in politics, naturally, you have to be above that and not do it yourself. What's the old American idiom? It's the kettle calling the pot black, pretty much, is what's going on here. Now, this guy can actually serve a long prison sentence for this, for a couple of tweets, sarcastic tweets about North and South Korean relations. You know, we want to talk about losing credibility. That's one surefire way to do it. The South talks about how free and democratic they are all the time, but they will turn right around and engage in this type of madness. So it really is kind of a double standard, some hypocrisy going on here. And in my mind, South Korea government loses a bit of credibility if they go forward with this. Now, in international law, it's illegal to imprison someone for them expressing themselves, because it goes under the Natural Human Rights Declaration of Human Rights. And that was the thing said in that document was adopted into international law. And if you are a member of the UN and you have signed all these international treaties, you can't put people in jail for expressing themselves. So, on one hand, domestically, the law sticks in South Korea, but due to the international treaties they've agreed to, this law doesn't stick. And under the UN, you have to agree that any treaty or law you sign with the UN also becomes law in your own country. So, through legal matters, what they've done to this gentleman is illegal. It trumps these treaties they've agreed to, which becomes effectively part of their, de facto part of their own domestic constitution. So that really the moral thing to do is let him go and to discuss how to make this law better so people like this are not thrown in jail. I just want to make this quick video and point that out. When I have time later when I get home and get this fully uploaded to YouTube, I'll put a link below to the article. You can check it out yourself. But please leave your comments on this. Is this justified? This law in South Korea, that if you do anything that they view is supporting an enemy of the state, you can be arrested and imprisoned for it, even if it falls under freedom of speech and freedom of expression. So let me know your thoughts on this. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it is Freedom WV, the Ghost Layers Report. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, this is here Ryan, coming to you from in Japan.